Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my mad tea party. So I am starting a series on my channel that I have wanted to do since before lockdown and just never got the chance to do it. And that is an Alice in Wonderland theme. I made this whole little set myself. These are decorations that I repurposed from our wedding that I've had sitting around. But the lanterns made me think of the teacup ride in Disney. And it's a wonderful time in Disney right now because characters are back doing character greetings. You can go hug them, you can get their autograph. It's an amazing time. So I want to do some fun Disney bounds and also just get this series over with. So today I'm starting off by doing my Alice look. I will show you guys the full costume here. This little undershirt is from Shein. It came with another costume, but that other costume was giving me more like peasant belle than it was Alice. So I put this dress on top. I'll kind of sit up. You guys have probably seen this before. I use it a lot for Disney bounds, but it's from Old Navy. It's just this little cute, like tapered in at the waist striped dress. And then my headband is also from Old Navy. It's just black with the little bow. And my wig is from Amazon. Starting off the look, even though I'm doing a neutral eye look, I do want to start with the eyes so I can make sure that everything is nice and clean. So let's start with a bit of primer here. So I've been wanting to do this series for a very long time. I've had it planned out and I actually had it on my list of things to do during quarantine, like right when COVID started, like the summer of COVID. However, it just didn't end up happening because one, my face got broken. My great grandma passed away and basically all the supply chain issues. I'm going into this is the Makeup Revolution Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. It's just a neutrals palette. I've had it for a very long time and I'm going to start by going into this color here. It's a very neutral palette and I did take this color here, this kind of, these used to have names, but I think I threw out the little plastic. But I set my shadow, so now I'm going to go in with a light brown color out of here. I'm going to use this one here and put this as my transition color. So this is just on a big fluffy brush, and there's just a very little amount of product on it. So for the eyes, I don't want anything too colorful because I want it to be youthful and very bright because Alice is a child. Now I'm not trying to look like a child, but I am just trying to look very bright and awake. And then we are going to take a shadow brush. With the shadow brush, I'm going into this shimmery gold color. So just a very soft glam on the lids. I will say this foil or shimmer or glitter, whatever you want to call it, is not very pigmented when using a brush. So you do have to go in quite often and kind of refill your brush with product to get any sort of payoff. So now that we're done putting shadow on the lid, I'm going to go in with a little bit of black eyeliner, and I'm not going to do a whole lot with this. It's just going to be a very small amount in a little tiny baby wing because I don't want this to be too dramatic on the eyes because really it's going to come down to the face that's really going to make the look pop and look youthful. So normally I wouldn't curl my lashes. I would just throw on some falsies and be done with it. But because I want my eyes to look as big as possible, I am going to curl them. I use the Wet n Wild Care Bear mascara. I think this is just regular Wet n Wild mascara, just repackaged. I'm going to put falsies on. These are the Wet n Wild My Lucky Day lashes. So now for the face, we are going to do 2 primers because I want a really flawless base, but also something kind of bright. So I'm going in with my Pore Blur, and we're just going to put this under the eyes and kind of around my nose where my pores are the worst. You know what, maybe just a little bit on my upper lip because I do have a bit of texture there. And this brightening primer will definitely grab onto that, and I don't want that. So now I'm going to take the Brighten Your Day primer from Wet n Wild. It's one of these ones that comes in a little dropper. I've never used these primers together, so we'll see how they mix. For some reason, this primer feels like it exfoliates, like it's kind of gritty. Next, for foundation, it doesn't really matter what foundation I use as long as it matches my skin tone. So we're just gonna go with Conceal and Define. And I'm just gonna use a brush to blend this all out. Now for concealer, I want everything nice and lifted. So we're just gonna dip into my Pretty Fresh concealer, and we're gonna go straight back from our under eye on the Cupid's bow. Just a little bit in the center of my chin, not as much as I normally would do. And then a little bit coming up from the brows. I'll do some on the jaw as well. And then we're gonna blend this out with a brush. So I'm going to tap to blend because I don't want this to move around a lot. So now for contour, we're gonna go by the same principle. Everything is going to be lifting. So I'm going into my e.l.f. quad with a little foundation brush, contour brush. And we're going real high with the contour, so right underneath where we did that concealer. Make sure it's blended really well. Just on the sides of my nose. The wig I'm wearing has bangs, so I'm not worried about, you know, anything with that there on the forehead. But yeah, I'm gonna contour around my bottom lip and then the jaw as well. So right above where we did that concealer and right along the jaw. All blended, I just like going in with this little duo fiber brush. I'm really making sure everything is seamless around the jaw area. Blush, I'm going to add the brightest pink blush I have, and that is this Care Bears one in Do What You Love. Applying this on the apples of the cheeks, and you want to leave it pretty pink. You don't want to blend it out too much. Sorry, this thing reflecting is killing me. I'm gonna add some blush to my nose as well. So before we highlight, I want to finish off the eyes. I have this white NYX stick here in Milk, and I'm gonna take some of this on an angled brush, and we're gonna put this under our eye and in the waterline just to make our eyes appear bigger. And you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit in the inner corner as well. That way our eyes look very bright and awake. You can tell that that really popped my eyes open now. So now we're gonna go in with a little bit of highlights. And this is just a pink highlight. So again, just bright and kind of youthful. Don't need a lot. Before I put my lips on, I'm going to put my wig and headband on to kind of complete the look. So I was kind of questioning if I really like this look or not, but then I put the headband and the wig on and now I'm in love with it. I mean, like, is this not an amazing Disney bound? So I'm going to take the NYX Slip Tease lip oil, I think, full color lip oil, and pop in. All right, so this is the end of the Alice look for my Alice in Wonderland series. If you guys enjoy it, keep watching because I'm doing a whole bunch of characters from the story. And I even have a little teacup here to just complete the look. Yes, hello, how adorable. But yeah, if you like it, let me know down below. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.